Hi, it's Barrett from the All About Nothing podcast. This holiday season, make your celebrations unforgettable with ZJZ Designs. From festive Christmas prints to cheerful holiday designs, we've got everything to spread the joy. Introducing Eddie the Elf, dashing through the snow on his sled, perfect for adding that whimsical touch to your holiday wardrobe. Whether it's cozy sweatshirts or statement tees, find the perfect fit for everyone on your list. Ready to slay this season? Visit ZJZDesigns.com. ZJZ Designs, where style meets the holiday spirit.
The All About Nothing podcast may have language and content
that isn't appropriate for some.
Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, Nothingers, to the All About Nothing podcast. This is episode number 286. I am Barrett Gruber, joined by Mr. Zach King. Welcome, Zach.
Welcome, Barrett. I come to you from ground zero of the plague that's been destroying my family and ruining my life.
You have had a go of it. I mean,
yeah.
It's your news to share, but it's just unbelievable bouts of sickness.
My kids caught everything except for coronavirus.
RSV?
RSV, they're all done with it now.
Yeah.
But my oldest daughter got some respiratory infection that hurt her chest and throat. Then she got RSV. And then we got norovirus, and that hurt me, her mom, and her. So we were all going out of both ends for like 2 days straight, called ambulances for my daughter. Then my daughter, we thought we were all good and done, and they're going through the end of RSV, and my daughter tested positive for the flu. She hasn't been anywhere but the doctor to get help. And luckily, she was massively asymptomatic if she actually had the flu, and that wasn't false positive.
Yeah,
I know that's rare, but she didn't. It didn't. The flu. If she had the flu, it didn't do anything to her. I've never had the flu. My wife has had the flu once, but that was before I even met her. So we're done now, though. I think.
Well, yeah. Knock on wood, because that all is awful.
It was the worst.
Yeah. It. In that time period that you've been unavailable. Because of all the illnesses, we did an interview with John Sears, who is the owner of Hendrix and Jake's Bar and Grill, to talk about liquor liability laws and their impact on the hospitality industry here in South Carolina, the negative impact.
I like John. He's very nice.
He's awesome. They're going to be opening up a new restaurant down underneath Hendrix called Black Dog Pizza. That opens up after the first of the year, which... he has cordially invited us to come partake. In fact, he texted me the other day and said that they had just lit the oven for the first time last week and cooked their first pizzas. So
yeah, they'll have the All About Nothing pizza. It'll really confuse people.
We need that on the menu. John, we're going to discuss. Yeah, we're going to discuss. What would the All About Nothing pizza be? No cheese.
No cheese. It's just raw dough. We didn't do anything to it. There's your pizza. Yeah. We did nothing to it.
Yeah. But yeah, very excited for John and his business partners and everything like that, because that's a big deal, to despite the liquor liability law, insurance laws being an impact on his businesses, he does still see himself as an entrepreneur and trying to increase the amount of hospitality or the available hospitality here in Columbia, South Carolina. So I think that is a big deal. It's good. Also got to sit down with Juan Velasquez, which I appreciated. He is the host of the Travels People podcast, and he is a travel agent. So at some point we'll put together the All About Nothing podcast cruise for all 9 of us.
Honey, I hate to do it, but it's for the podcast.
That's right. It's for the show. It's for the show. Juan was fantastic. Really appreciated him sitting down and talking about that. If you listen all the way through that episode, he actually tells you about a story where he was detained by ICE on a cruise ship that was traveling from, I guess it was Canada to Miami. And it was one of these trial cruises or a move cruise where they were moving the ship down to Miami because its port of call would be out of Miami. And so it was one of these ones where they get to try it. Part of that when you re-enter the United States is that you have to go through immigration, and he had to go through immigration and several lines that one of them happened to be sitting down and being detained by ICE. And it was an experience for him that he wishes that no one else would have to go through. I mean, he was obviously let go, but at the same time, it was just, it's not as bad as what a lot of people are going through, but it's not great. So, trying to think.
Well, they make you watch videos of Christy Nunn shooting puppies for like an hour. Yeah. No, Christy, no.
She's been in hot water lately because apparently she may be the first cabinet position that may be being fired by Donald Trump because of her affair with Lewandowski, who is Donald Trump's former campaign manager. And I have to, I don't want to, but I have to assume, is Donald Trump jealous of Corey Lewandowski because Christy Nunn?
He's jealous of Christy Nunn.
Not to accuse the president of being homosexual, but there have been a number of things that have come out in the last several months that have sort of pushed me towards the idea that maybe he might have a little homosexuality in him.
Mondani did something to him.
He was very pleased with Mondani.
Yeah, and then he wore that red scarf that cradled his neck vagina.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Christy Nunn who's going first. I think it's Kash Patel.
Yeah, it could be Kash Patel. It could be Pete Hegseth. I mean, like,
dude, I saw an AI generated video, and it was Kash Patel, Pete Hegseth, and Christy Nunn at like a table. And Christy's like, "Who are we going to blame for this?"
I saw that.
You did see it, and then they're like, "She's like, I bet we blame Kash," and he's just like, "What? Why?" Like, this AI was like on point.
That was fantastic.
What do you think though about you and Billiam might have talked about it, but what do you think about him using like the FBI as personal security and things like that?
It's insane to me.
It's an egregious like abuse of power, right?
Yeah. Well, and just to make this clear, we have not had a left-leaning director of FBI since Obama, because Chris Wray, there was James Comey and Chris Wray, both Republicans. Chris Wray was the director all the way through Biden's administration and then into Trump's second term, right? I think that's right. But it
wasn't a position you had to super worry about all the time until the whole Comey thing started coming up in the Hillary files, and you're just like, oh Christ, we have to care about FBI directors now? Like, I don't get it.
But yeah, you're right. Kash Patel. So what was it the Charlie Kirk assassination where he would not leave the office or he would not leave the airplane unless they got him a jacket that said FBI on it in his size?
Yeah. Well, he didn't want ICE to take him.
Yeah. He wouldn't go out until they got him a jacket that said FBI on it, but also had like the Velcro patches on it. Like it was an image thing. He had to meet an image thing.
That's a 5-year-old like demand.
Yeah,
dude,
that was crazy. And then what he took his private jet, and I get the FBI director because security reasons has to take his own plane. He can't fly commercially, whatever. That's fine. But he flew to his girlfriend's singing of the national anthem at like a wrestling event. And that was, I think somebody said that it was, I don't remember how much money it was, but the jet was expensive. The travel was expensive. And then as it turns out, he's using the FBI to drive his friends home from dinners where they're too drunk to drive themselves home or take a taxi or whatever. Like he's parsing out the FBI for his own personal, necessity.
I'm surprised he hasn't like shot himself in the leg by accident and stuff. Like I'm just like, are you still around?
Do you think they've issued Kash Patel a gun?
It's a wooden one, like from the other guys.
That's right.
Well,
Too
I
many
put
dust
some
pops.
duck seed oil on that bad boy. And thank you. Yeah.
And then you got Pete Hegseth, who is basically teetering on the line of what some people would say he's a war criminal versus the other people that think he's some sort of a American hero.
He's a grade A dipshit.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree with that. I mean, MAGA won't, but
Right.
just look at this dude. There's the most incompetent dude. You just look at him and you're like, God, like it was such easy pickings for South Park to do what they did with him. And it's just on point.
Fantastic season from South Park.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have been more pleased with any television program over the last
20 years.
3 months. Well, 20 years. Yeah, sure. I mean,
like when he comes to get the oh God, whatever that guy's name is, he's such a weirdo, out of jail.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's like, President wants it now, and he's like, oh, that's right. Go press the button on the floor over there. It'll open all the jail cells. And he kicks him in the ass. He's like, I dare you to do that again, and he kicks him in the ass out of the precinct.
He's holding his he's holding his phone up to the character's holding his phone up the whole time. No, it was fantastic. I mean, just a great season. I don't know. I don't know. The only way they can top it is if, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what could possibly happen, but like they stayed so current with the seasons, up with the news, and the whole underlying theme for, I guess it was the whole season, was that Donald Trump got Satan pregnant with a butt baby, right?
Yeah, Peter Thiel. That's
Peter
the guy's
Thiel.
name.
Yeah,
he was keeping Cartman. I can't remember why. That was. I'll keep the child. And then JD Vance had to go like bang Trump.
Had to? I think he wanted
to. Yeah. He's so big, Mr. President. And then the way it's kind of like they did like Hervé Villachez, like dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
But yeah, outstanding season. So yeah, you're right. It could be any one of the three: Kristi Noem, Pete Hegseth, or Kash Patel. It could be any one of those three. And I guess that's something we have to look forward to after the new year, right? I mean, that's
that's his circus, and those are his clowns. So.
Right. Also, we had last week's episode was with Colonel Hightower, Chuck Hightower, who is running as the Democrat for District 88. The special election that is early voting's going on now at the Lexington office, and the actual election's on the 23rd. So I am going to be marching with Colonel Hightower tomorrow morning in the South Congaree Christmas Parade. So I'm guessing I'm not the only one that's marching with him. I'm thinking there's probably going to be a decent crowd marching.
I hope it's just you and him.
That'd be awful, because I know I've been dealing with this upper respiratory thing for weeks, and even now I catch myself. I'm out of breath at times.
You lean on him the whole time.
That poor 70-plus-year-old man having this white fat guy holding on to him like, no, just keep dragging.
I'm gonna sit in this radio flyer and you pull me along, dude. Kudos to you. I cannot fucking stand parades. I hate parades.
Admittedly, I'm not a big fan of them either.
That shit needs to go. Like that was for like the 40s and 50s and 60s when you didn't have shit else to do. And and then like to go watch a procession, you're like, interesting. I had nothing better to do, like for all of history.
Yeah,
we cut it off when the television came out. We don't need to go do that anymore. If you really want to see it, watch it on TV. The only parade I would even go to, and I couldn't stay more than an hour, is Macy's Day Parade, because I've never seen a balloon that big in person.
Yeah,
that's my rant about parades. Fuck parades.
I'll be honest. I've never been a huge fan of parades, but this will be the second one that I've walked in the last 2 years, mostly around campaigns, candidates, that sort of thing. But if Colonel Hightower asked me to do it, I'll do it. That's
pretty cool. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Kudos to you. I just want to know if there's somebody out there. Please let us know. You can let me know directly if you'd like, if you love parades, because I'm going to block you and avoid you.
especially in what is basically winter. Although it's going to be warm tomorrow. It's going to be warm tomorrow before it gets cold.
Like
the next few
65
days.
tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: parades are like when you go to someone's house for dinner, and what you're eating for dinner is soup. Fuck that person too.
Zach coming in strong with the opinions. But
soup is not food. That's just like that's nice. Where's the food?
What if it's like food that has lots of like? What if it's like a steak soup? No, still not.
Steak soup.
Yeah, like steak and potatoes.
I like baked potato soup, loaded baked potato soup.
Okay,
it's delicious. It's not my meal.
That's okay. That's fair.
It's not, bro. Soup's not a meal.
I'm not going to argue with you. If I can dunk bread into it, like what is that? A broccoli soup, broccoli cheese soup. That's a good one.
That's why you eat chicken noodle soup when you're sick. It's because it's not filling and you're just getting a little bit of sustenance out of it.
And likely, if you're sick, you're going to revisit it again later. So yeah.
And everyone likes reconstituted chicken.
Wow. Boy, I tell you what, Campbell's got into some hot water with the soup? Acknowledgement that their soup apparently is what 3D printed or something.
I can't believe like that's for real. You heard the CEO saying that. How does he truly know?
I don't think
the CEO of Goodwill or like my tire company, let's say.
Yeah,
I've seen him go through the plants, but he couldn't tell you like every single process that he goes through. Do we think like the Campbell's guy is like, yeah, I've seen him 3D printing the meat. Is that fast enough to fill all these cans of soup? I don't know. I don't
even think that's what really got him in trouble. I think what got him in trouble was the fact that he said that, we make food for poor people.
That's true.
That's paraphrasing, but
it did cross my mind. That would be the part that people are angry about, because when I first heard it, I was like, I'll eat some 3D printed meat. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still meat. Even if it comes out of a little whatever thing, and
if it's synthetic, even if it was like synthetic meat, but it's like Constitution is still the proteins of meat.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Man, people eat McDonald's every day.
Yeah, you're eating pig assholes when you get chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Dicks and beaks.
I refuse to believe that is real meat. I refuse to believe it's real meat. There's no reason.
McDonald's isn't going to debate you on it. They just please.
Yeah. Come at me, McDonald's. Actually, you know what? Don't they?
Ronald's over behind you, like
he cut. Yeah. So, but big thanks to all of the guests over the last few weeks that have jumped on here. I can tell you that we are going to have some more political guests coming up after the new year, including Dr. Jermaine Johnson, who is running for governor for the state of South Carolina.
I can't wait to talk to him.
I am trying to convince him that once he gets elected, that to hire me as his press secretary. That is a job I would love to have. Absolutely.
I want to be the guy that mean mugs in a raincoat during the hurricanes. Just nodding with everything he's saying.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that would be really good.
Water wet, wind fast, together hurt.
Oh yeah. I haven't even, you know what? I just realized I haven't even gone through the rest of the introduction. Please subscribe and share the show. That's how we get new listeners. Also, please consider supporting the show by financially by visiting theallaboutnothing.com, becoming an official member, proudly calling yourself a true nothinger. We'll have more details on that at the end of the show. If you can't do that, give us a 5-star review, a like, and follow us across social media. You can find links at theallaboutnothing.com. All right, there, out of the way.
Sorry, Barrett. I come back and I just derail the whole damn thing.
That's okay. I'm glad you're back. I think the likelihood is that the feedback will be, hey, it was good to hear Zach again, because it has been a while.
And I'll tell you this: raising children, hard.
It is difficult.
My God,
it does get easier, but it also changes. Like some of the like kids get smelly as they get older.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest, it is difficult to find the right approach to telling your children you're not putting on enough deodorant.
Yeah, you stink.
You may not be bathing correctly, because as the father of
if I have to come in there and wash your armpits and butt crack, I'll do it.
Yeah, that is a line I have not crossed. So
you may have to, Barrett. You don't want to have what's it from
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. You don't want to have the smelly kid in class. You telling me I got the smelly kid in class? I'll tell you this, dude. Like my daughter, when she was sick, she was lethargic, wasn't herself, not bubbly, and it breaks your heart. She's feeling so much better now, and her iron's up, and she won't shut up.
Oh yeah,
just dude, I love her, but I'm like, oh my god, she's back. I love that she's back that night. I'm like trying to put her to bed, and I'm like, Eden, no more questions. I can't deal with another question. Well, you know what that's like when you try to put a kid to bed and the questions just are rapid fire.
Yeah.
But they're just nonsense questions. I try for like an hour to sit there and just answer them all. But then I have my cutoff. And I'm like, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. Look, and that's when kids' chloroform comes in handy. That's what I'm telling you. Little on a rag, just.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's when I have my bat, and I just go, boop. All right, thank you. You're out.
Zach, one of the questions that I have been getting for several weeks now is, why isn't your beard blue yet?
Because I've been sick.
So that ultimately is the answer, is why isn't my beard blue yet?
Carolina blue? Yeah.
Well, because Zach has had a house full of sick for several weeks. But
I'm waiting for you to have to attend like a bar mitzvah or something. And
well, you missed out. I had to attend the my company's corporate holiday party was this past Wednesday, and
it's a holiday party. It's semi-acceptable there. I'm talking about you're like at a christening or a swearing in ceremony. Something
that's borderline uncomfortable. That's for sure. Court. Oh my God.
Drivers driving court, traffic court, jury duty. I might help you get out of jury duty.
I think my jury duty period has come to an end. I was put on a summons list for potentially having to do grand jury duty. I think I described this before, but I was really hoping that I was going to get pulled in for the RJ May grand jury duty. But of course, he's already been convicted by plea. And
do you know this man? Like, I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah. Oh, I know him. I can be impartial. I can be impartial to a point, but
you're just looking for the prosecutor. You're like, pick me, dude. Pick me.
Yeah. He of
course, I see you on the jury stand the whole time too. Like, while he looks at me. Juror number 10 with the blue beard. Is there an issue? You're like, no.
Itchy finger, itchy. Y'all got to get better doctors under these sequestrings. Yeah,
I was itching my blue beard.
So I was not aware apparently, but I had made 2 bets this season. So there was the bet with you, and then I also made a bet with Matt Villardevo about
with Tampa.
Yeah, with Tampa beating the Falcons twice this season. And it came down to the wire last night.
It did.
Because the Falcons beat Tampa 29-28. And that was that. And ultimately, all I was going to have to do was the jersey thing, where I'd wear the jersey, I'd change my profile picture. And that was the extent of it. But thankfully,
you didn't have to do it twice. You did lose the worst of the 2 bets.
I did. Well, somebody, I think Kimmler asked me, like, why do you make these bets? If I was like, because I never lose. I've not won before, but I've never lost. Like,
you're eating just desserts. You do win.
Yeah. Yeah. Typically I do win. I mean, but sometimes it's not, because there's a stipulation. Like, you have to win both in order to win. And I have won, but there are plenty of seasons where the Falcons and Panthers will split that. Statistically, that's the likelihood.
Number one in the NFC South, baby.
Yeah. Carolina will be my pick for the playoffs. So,
dude, I look at it and I just look at them and go, "Stop it!" What is this?
Look,
I love my Panthers, man, but it's been so depressing for years now that
I get it, but like I said it last year. I said I think Bryce Young is really gonna come into he is really gonna fill that role.
Yeah,
because he was an unbelievable talent at Texas. I think that I knew Alabama. I mean, yeah. But I knew he was going to eventually be the quarterback, and they're going to make him he's already the franchise player, isn't he?
Been tagged?
Has he been tagged?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's coming. They will give him plenty of money. But
it just took. He had I can't even say long. He had a tough adjustment period.
Sure. College and the pros are different. They're
Do
completely
you think
different.
Spencer Rattler is having a better time as a rookie?
Not at this moment, because isn't he still he's out rest of the season, isn't he?
I think so.
I mean, Spencer Rattler, I think New Orleans is the best place for him to play. And I think
Spencer Rattler has been doing a good job as for when he was playing for them.
I think New Orleans has a lot of talent on their team for him to throw at. And for him, so I think it's the same as the Falcons. I think Penix Jr. is going to be fantastic quarterback once he gets a full season under his belt, because he will not play in 2026. He's done until 2027.
Oh,
so the
Michael
Falcons,
Penix,
they're gonna have to figure out what to do next season, because I don't think you can rely on Cousins being the starting quarterback.
That's so funny. Go get Joe Flacco.
Honestly, I think they're looking at bringing Justin Fields back to Atlanta. And I'm not excited about that, because I've made a lot of Justin Fields jokes when he was at Chicago. And
I don't know. Kind of, the Falcons are kind of in that no man's land and quarterback realm.
Yeah.
Because Kirk Cousins, we knew that wasn't going to do anything, right? I think I even told you, I was like, what the fuck is that? Why is everyone so happy? But like, even you aren't like, oh, Kirk Cousins, yay.
No, absolutely not. I was not excited about Kirk Cousins.
Everybody wants that Josh Allen, the GOAT.
Now they're talking about Rashid Morris being out as the head coach in Atlanta, and
I think he should go.
Well, here's the thing.
You can go get Chip Kelly.
So I don't even think they're looking at Chip Kelly. I think they're looking at the guy with the 22-year-old girlfriend. He's
Bill Belichick?
Belichick. I think they're looking at potentially trying to get Belichick to come out of North Carolina.
Oh, dude, that would be the worst. Plus, you can't get Chip Kelly. He was even trying to interview for South Carolina's OC position.
Really?
Yeah. It was put out there. They finally figured out like the other guy that Shea Beamer had spoken with.
Yeah.
And I think it was Chip Kelly talking to him, like put his own name. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I know Chip Kelly was talked to about it.
Do you want to talk about the Gamecocks?
Yeah. I mean, they lost. It wasn't good, but I think that hiring Kendall Briles was a damn good move.
Oh, I agree.
Fantastic.
I don't remember exactly what I thought Carolina's record was going to be, but I'm pretty sure it was. I think I said 5 and 7.
I think you had a 7 win. I think you had I think you said 7-5.
I thought I said 5 and 7. I didn't think they'd be bowl eligible.
I don't think anyone saw 5 and 7. That would just be asshole guess that you happen to be right at.
I think it was 5 and 7, just based on the strength of schedule that they had.
Did you see we were supposed to play Miami next year, opening game, and both South Carolina and Miami were like, no.
No thanks.
No. They're like, Kent State, that's who we need to play. and I don't blame him. That schedule came out for us, and it's a bear, dude. We
Yeah.
have to play Georgia second to last game, so it's Georgia then Clemson.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What is that?
That is insane. That is insane.
Playing Alabama, Mississippi State, who apparently has figured some stuff out.
Yeah.
Not Arkansas, Tennessee, Florida, Oklahoma. Dude, like it's a full-blown gauntlet because it's a 9-game conference slate now.
What is the deal with Lane Kiffin doing well at a school
And
and then just leaving?
I was telling my buddy that I'm like, he just knows how to piss off a gigantic, dedicated fan base and dip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, is he going to do that to LSU? Where do you go from LSU, right? Like, I don't hate LSU in any. We never beat them. I don't hate them. But, like, is there any other school that he would ditch LSU for to go to? Would he take the head coaching job at Alabama?
Yes.
Because wasn't when that was open, what did they throw that around for Lane Kiffin?
I think it got thrown
Alabama?
around, but I don't know if he was. I'm not entirely certain if he was available for the Alabama, because the Alabama has its limitations on how much money they can throw into getting a coach available.
I think he went because his daughter is banging like a LSU football player.
Could be.
Like legitimately, she is.
It could be.
So like, I don't know.
But yeah, Lane Kiffin. So LSU is already got an established team. They are going to be a top 25 school next year. So all he has to do is just come in and coach.
Do they become?
Yeah, I think so.
Say they get bounced game 1 of the playoff.
I mean,
because they hired the defensive coordinator as the head coach. Like
there's a lot of teams in the top 25, though. I mean, Georgia Tech is still technically in the top 25, having lost their last 3 games.
How many players are going to go to Lane Kiffin at LSU from Ole Miss's staff?
I don't know.
How many are just going to bounce because they're like, well, fuck this. I was here to play for
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin. You're going to have maybe some of your dedicated Ole Miss guys, but the transfer portal is going to be on fire.
Yeah.
I bet you will, at least at South Carolina, get an Ole Miss player, maybe an O lineman or something. I think the transfer portal after the playoffs is going to be wild.
How do you feel about the fact that Lenora Sellers is on his way out from Carolina?
He's not on his way out.
But didn't he say that he was going to enter the transfer portal?
No.
Oh, I thought that I heard wrong.
He is apparently he is ecstatic about Kendall Briles being hired.
Oh, okay.
And Kendall Briles has said, per our buddy Zach for Famously Garnet, Kendall Briles said that they're going to be molding the system around Lenora Sellers' positives, his strengths, which is what you want to hear, right? That's what you want.
You got to protect him. You got to protect him. And
with this new O-line coach that they brought in, Art Briles' dad, we won't talk about Art. The O-line coach he hired was hired by his dad before, way back. Kendall Briles said he's known him since he was like 12 or something.
Yeah.
And North Carolina had him. He's been a lot of places. And he was talking about the group, and they're not going to shit on players, right? But he's like, we're going to see what they got and move from there. I guarantee you're going to see O-line big time in the portal coming to South Carolina.
I read a number that said that Lenora Sellers, there are schools that he could go to in the transfer portal and make more than $75,000 a month.
I'm sure. But that's not even his dad. His dad and Lenora's isn't like that from everything I've heard through Zach and stuff. And Zach talking about like his dad and stuff through Famously Garnet, from what I've heard, that's not like the biggest factor. You can go get money because he turned down more money to stay for last year. I think that South Carolina being one of the only big school outside of Syracuse that offered him, there is like some loyalty there. Sure. I don't think the NFL is going to be a factor this year for him because the performance just wasn't there.
Right.
At no fault of his own. I think I think staying here is going to be big, and I think if he wants to bide his time and see what they do transfer portal wise and things like that for key weapons around him, that'd be smart. Because if he did leave, dude, I wouldn't hate the man. It would suck. I would hate that.
Yeah.
I would hate that he left. But there's Aaron Nolan back there too.
Yeah.
Who's really good. Landon Duckworth, who was like a 4 or 5 star, that Lane Kiffin made a big push for. Everybody thought that he might flip to LSU from how hard Lane Kiffin was trying to get him. He's coming in. So there are quarterbacks there. Aaron Nolan was that 5-star quarterback that was at Ohio State and came here his second year, I believe.
Yeah.
So there's talent there. I would like Lenora to stay one more time.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because he only started the 2 seasons, so I think getting a 3rd season starting would help him out big time.
Yeah. And a healthy season.
You're getting a paycheck. Once you hit that $1 million mark, dude, he's getting more than $1 million. I mean, he's getting $1 million something or $2 million alone from South Carolina.
Yeah.
You're driving around in G-Wagons and stuff that Mercedes is partnering. How much better does it have to get? Play some more college ball. To me, that just makes sense.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Your cousin Haynes King out of Georgia Tech.
Yep. No, Hainesy as we called him.
Should he be a Heisman? Should he get some Heisman votes this year?
I think he's tough. He's so tough, dude.
He is.
I don't think he fit the scheme that Texas A&M had for him, but he fits at Georgia Tech, especially as a leader for that team. What was y'all's record?
9-3. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
What bowl game who are y'all playing?
I saw the bowl game. I don't remember. It's a December 27th, so it's a pre New Year's bowl, which it's fine. Ultimately, it's fine. They hit the skids essentially. I think, and they hit the skids. I think that their biggest issue was they were exhausted. I mean, they had not had a week. They had not had any time. They had not had a bye week until like a week 10 or week 11, something like that. I mean, that's
you
rough.
have 2, right? You have 2.
Yeah, 2. We had one early, and then
it's like game 2 is your bye week. It's like I don't think Haynes King has a chance at it. I think he should get some love. He doesn't have any more eligibility left, does he?
Nope, that was his 6th year. Yeah, so he is. If he decides to do the NFL, then he is NFL bound. I suspect that a Haynes King probably goes before the 3rd round, so 1st or 2nd round overall. You don't think so? There's 60 other players. There are our quarterbacks in the NFL are aging out. Falcons would do well with a Haynes King.
You think?
He'd get to stay in Atlanta. Yeah.
32-year-old Haynes King.
32-year-old. I mean, close. He is what, 25? I think he's like 25 years old.
He has to be. Like when you're 19ish when you get to call 18, 19.
That's a ripe age for a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I definitely think he would go in the first. He'd be in the top 100. I think that he'd be in the top 100. I think team would be happy to have him as a potential replacement for a Josh Allen, because Josh Allen's what, 40, right? 46, 49,
Josh
50.
Allen is like
I'm just
20.
Kidding. He's not 20, but he's
like 28.
He's getting close to 30. I don't, careers don't last.
Josh Allen just blew up the Giants.
He is not going to be the MVP this year.
I mean, the Patriots.
He is not going to be the MVP this year.
He's the MVP in my heart every year. All right.
But that doesn't get him. That doesn't get him another year contract. That's
I'll write him a letter. Let's see. Speaking of that, if I'm in 6th place in our league, do I get in the playoffs, like the real one?
Yeah. It's the top 6.
Because I have a team that is built to succeed in postseason. I just trounced Kim.
Yeah.
Josh Allen. So I just gotta win, keep winning, keep my place. Hope some people fall a little bit, but I think I can make a run in the playoffs.
I don't think I'm playoff eligible.
You're like one or two below me.
Yeah, but the split between eligibility versus not eligibility it's a wide line. I don't think this is my year.
Sorry, something moved in that box. I was like,
yeah, I heard.
Get the gun out?
I heard something move in your reaction. These are the podcast episodes we do where Zach is doing it from his, what is that?
These
Christmas ornaments?
No, these are all Med Impact lip balm.
Lip balm.
Yeah, I did a couple educations in Med Impact purple lip balm ball.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
I actually have 2 bags. So.
You are.
I have a gigantic box full of toothpaste and Delta Dental toothbrushes and floss over here.
I got working benefits.
Yeah, doing educations are fun, especially if you get goodies. Not that toothbrushes and stuff are really goodies, but hand sanitizers, pens from Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah,
those went like gangbusters. So
I've got hand sanitizer that you've given me that I've attached to 2 different backpacks. So that's that it does come in handy.
Yeah, when I had it like full, and we were recording, and my backpack was full of them. I was like, "You want one of these?" Yeah. Here you
go. Should have had you just given that stuff away at the Comic-Con.
No way, man. I would have had a bottle of it to be like, "Put your hands out, wash your pits, wash your ass, put on enough deodorant."
I have your Camel pack, whatever, the thing that the drink container you brought to Comic-Con. It was in my backpack, so I still have it, which means that we have not seen each other since August.
Since the Comic-Con?
Yeah.
When this recording's over, you have to show me because I don't have a Camel pack.
You do? You don't. I have it. It's
yeah, clearly now.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you had a very specific mix of liquid of drinks in it that you had brought to the Comic-Con that you
put
drank.
One White Claw in it.
Oh, that's what it was. It was just one White Claw. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so back on task.
Well, I got 20% battery on my.
Well, then we'll run through this quickly. Netflix purchasing WB Discovery, and then Paramount coming in to try and purchase WB Discovery. And
I hope Paramount takes it because God Almighty, Netflix would ruin the DCU, dude.
Do you think so?
Straight to Netflix? Like Netflix puts their movies in theaters for like a month.
2 days. Netflix.
Is it just?
I want to say it's like 2 days because the latest Knives Out movie, I think they had it specifically in theaters. It was either 2 days or it was a week and 2 days or something like that. But it went from
Frankenstein.
They moved super quick. I don't know that Netflix has a ton of money, but I'll just say this: if Paramount has $108 billion to throw at trying to pull all of the intellectual property from WB into underneath them, they've got enough money to continue to keep Colbert on air, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well, yes. No, they sure do. Paramount Plus doesn't have anything worth a shit.
I do watch Star Trek. I watch a lot of. I watch a lot
they
of
ring
Next
Star
Generation.
Trek the fuck out, dude. They will make a Star Trek new TV show all the time. Even so they wear out their IPs. It's just not always great.
I don't know.
For them
to
pick up like Game of Thrones and shit. But I can see Paramount needing it. Like, could you imagine watching Game of Thrones on Netflix or like?
Well, so that's part of the problem that I have. Netflix, when they had what was the live event between Mike Tyson and Logan Paul, I was able to watch about 3 minutes of that before the entire system collapsed. And like, I couldn't pull it back up. So there was nothing available for me to be able, like the band, there were, I don't know how many millions of users were trying to watch the same live event, but.
Were you plexing it?
No, I was watching it right off Netflix.
Okay. Can you imagine how much Netflix is going to cost if they buy out Warner Brothers? They're going to double up. They're like, now you're getting 2 streaming services content.
Potentially. Yeah.
Then what does HBO turn into on cable TV?
I think the likelihood is that while I think that it would just be that Netflix owns HBO, I think that I think the likelihood is they'd have to keep everything intact. You can't throw everything into the same application. You're overburdening the application. I don't think
Microsoft bought out all those gaming studios like Blizzard and Activision, and they put them all together.
Yeah, but the same users are still playing those games, whether it was Microsoft's ownership or it was, Blizzard,
But you had to download BattleNet to go play Blizzard games and Activision games, and then they got all Ubisoft stuff now too, and you had to go download the Ubisoft game launcher. I don't know. It's just
I just think Microsoft was better built for. I think the way they did it was the integration was different for Microsoft. But if you're talking about like the season premiere of the new Game of Thrones series that comes on in January, I just if you have, because there are hundreds of millions of people that watch Game of Thrones.
You're putting it on Netflix.
But if you put it on, I just think if you put it all on Netflix at the same time, all of those users is going to be the Tyson Logan Paul fight again.
Well, then it would have crashed for Stranger Things release, and it didn't.
Well, you're right. I mean, I haven't watched Stranger Things since season 3, so.
Well, this new one's pretty good. They're just all like an hour and a half long. I think the Tyson Fury fight, whatever, that was they're not good at live stuff exactly. Maybe
right.
I don't think they're going to cut fat, take IPs to put on Netflix, keep like Discovery,
yeah,
and they'll pick up any other Warner Brother crap that they want. So their movies, absolutely going to throw their movies on there. Warner Brother movies. They'll keep. I bet they would keep the HBO. I don't know what you would do to the HBO channel, because I would lean your way. If you're keeping the HBO channel, then keep the HBO.
Keep the app. Yeah. Well, I will also say this. I don't think that Netflix intention of purchasing all of this is to retain all of it. DC has the DC content has been up for sale before. And I suspect somewhere in the background, the whole DC universe, all of that content, all of that IP content, I suspect that there is a good possibility that Disney has its eye on it. Because
what I would do if I was Netflix? Sorry, you can continue. Sorry, go.
Well, I was just going to say, I think as a Marvel fan and a DC fan, I have always wanted to see a Marvel DC, world, universe where you get some interactions between these characters. This could be the way to set that up.
I don't know if I necessarily want that, but it could happen if that was. I don't know.
There's so much fan fiction about it. Like
it's legitimately happened. Legitimately happened. Like Lobo beating up Wolverine.
Right.
But Wolverine in this instance, Wolverine beat Lobo, which would never happen. But like that, it's happened before. I think that what would happen is that DC doesn't have a great home on streaming when it comes to the HBO app.
Right.
It's kind of just like, here nerds, here's your DC shit. And they do put like all of it out there, right? But I think if Netflix is like, this is our superhero, here's our fucking Marvel now, and they dedicate, kind of like Disney Plus really dedicates the section to Marvel. Excuse me, it breaks it out in phases and stuff like that, and animated. I think if Netflix grabs DC and is like, for one, I bet they'll keep James Gunn going because he hasn't even started to execute his plan.
Oh yeah,
but like, have your superhero franchise now. You can dedicate a section of Netflix to DC. Shit, dude, you can dedicate a section of Netflix to Discovery on there as well, which would be pretty sick in their part. Plus WB animation, you could dedicate a lot now. So they could build a Disney Plus rival in that kind of realm.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, hey, now I got my superhero thing. Let's vest heavily into it. I mean, you have to pay attention to the market too. It's not 2009 anymore. Superheroes aren't as popular mainstream as they would be. Like, look at the Fantastic Four had the worst viewership of any Marvel movie when it released onto Disney Plus. I still haven't watched it. Like,
You haven't. I
no,
enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
I don't think it's gonna be bad, but it's just not on my list. Like, maybe that's the curse of Fantastic Four movies just never doing well.
Yeah.
He probably should have released the Fantastic Four in a Marvel ensemble cast before. Maybe that would have helped him out a little. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that Netflix could get DC and do something with it.
Well,
Now that I think about that.
Speaking of DC, have you seen the trailer for the new Supergirl movie?
Not in full.
Okay. Well, before we, I have not watched it either, so I want to do a reaction to this.
I hear you see Lobo.
So
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's check it out.
I want Mom and Pa Kent.
Those poor people.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. I, Cara Zor-El, hereby declare that 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Proton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What Superman like?
There it was.
Yeah, that was it.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Could that have been any more Guardians of the Galaxy?
Thank you.
Because I
Did Gunn do that one?
Yeah, that's a Gunn one.
So, no, Gunn's directing Supergirl.
No, he's not directing, but he definitely either wrote it or had. But it is, but I'm just gonna like. So I had not seen the preview. That's the first time I've seen it.
Same.
I like it. I think it's going to be a fun movie.
The other question I'm running into, she's not on Earth, obviously, right?
Right, correct. She can't be.
Yellow sun's out there?
Well, it looked like a yellow sun to me.
Well, so when she's wearing the suit and she's in the sky, blah, yeah. So maybe that's Earth. We don't know. It's a trailer.
Right.
But is she more vulnerable in this movie as a protagonist? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's strong and all this stuff, but maybe she's not Superman, like invulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll watch it.
What's the reaction to Jason Momoa going from being Aquaman to now Lobo?
I think it's sick. I'd take a Lobo, Jason Momoa. I think he's more cut for that than Aquaman. Because
agreed.
Aquaman was more like. I think every iteration I've seen Aquaman, he has blonde hair.
Yep.
One.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. It's also funny if you just put like a clad white guy out there in the ocean. I don't know. The thing I'm looking at with that one is like I don't know why it's the next James Gunn saga led movie. We just got Superman.
I think it's part of the, but it's obviously a continuation after Superman. It's a story after Superman.
He talks about making these movies where like they're in the same universe, but they're not going to interact with each other. Which at the end of Superman, you see Supergirl. She also just said year 23 is going to be the one for me or whatever. She's older than Clark.
Right.
And Clark is 30 in Superman.
Well, yeah, but she is older than Clark, but she arrived on Earth well after Clark.
Sure.
So he grew up when she was in
12?
stasis.
Yeah. I just don't know what she's counting years wise. Maybe it's 23 years of after she woke up or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe she is like 42.
Yeah. I wish I looked that good when I was 42. Crap,
people shit on that girl. I've
ago.
liked her since House of Dragon. I've liked her.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have high hopes for it, but I also have high hopes. We're supposed to see, and we'll wrap this up, but here in the next couple weeks, we're gonna get the first Doomsday trailer. Because it's going to be attached to the new Avatar movie. So that's to come.
I've heard that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I would like to see the trailer for Doomsday and see what they do with that, because that's going to be a big draw, like Endgame was for sure. I always go the Kevin Smith route. They're giving me superheroes on TV that I used to watch.
Yeah.
I'll take every spoonful of it you give me.
Yeah.
So I like that. Well, especially when people shit on Batman, I'm like, you're getting Batman. Stop.
Well, and we're going to get Pattinson's Batman again. Like,
yeah, I can't wait for that.
I'm just hoping that if it is a 6-hour movie, that it's split into to at least 2. You know, because
I didn't mind the runtime.
I know, but 3. I'm just saying, I would have been so happy with 2 hour-and-a-half movies rather than 1 3-hour. Such a long ass movie, but it was good.
It's the best Batman movie to me.
Really, you think so? I think the Dark Knight series is fantastic.
It is, but he's not detective-y.
Sure.
So much, which is what I always like Batman to be, and that's exactly what this one is.
Pattinson is the detective Batman. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And I like that.
And we had a cliffhanger with Scarecrow and Joker, and so I agree. I think the Pattinson Batman was absolutely fantastic. You know,
it has
despite its length,
7 kind of feel to it and stuff.
Yeah. It's dark.
I love that grit. Like when you start out him trying to figure out this murder, and Captain Gordon at the time, letting him in, and he's with me, like that. Kind of, like just love that.
It was good.
Well,
it was good.
By the way, Barrett, if you get a chance, and everyone else out there, play the game Dispatch.
Okay.
It is. You are a superhero who's fallen on hard times. You were Mecha Man, and you joined this corporation called I can't remember what it's called, but you're dispatching superheroes to fight crimes. But it is like an anime the entire time.
Interesting.
And it has all the Critical Role people are playing voices in it and help develop the game.
That's
and
cool.
It's choices like The Wolf Among Us or the Walking Dead Telltale series where you would make choices in the game while you're going. It's like that. Aaron Paul is the main character that you are.
Okay.
So you choose dialogue, and that's how the game unfolds based on your choices. But when you dispatch heroes, you have to dispatch the best heroes for what's happening on the city map, and they react and stuff like that. And then if they do well and you send the right combination of heroes, or you send the right hero for it, it'll buff the points and stuff. It's only $30. It's an excellent game. It is seamlessly a anime. Like if they took it and they're like took all the choices out and stuff and just played it, it is episodic. So when you beat one, it shows credits. Next episode takes up based on your choices, and you're going through that episode. And there's like 10 or 12 episodes.
That is cool.
Phenomenal.
I'll check that out. I'll check that out. All right. Well, good job, Zach. I'm gonna wrap it up before your phone dies, because you gotta give us the end tag.
And one more.
What's funny is it did freeze, and then when you moved back, it then jumped back on you. So, all All right, that's going to do it for episode number 286. Thank you again, Zach, for being here. Links to all of our past episodes, podcast platforms, merchandise, and social media are available on our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com. And if you think our financial model of giving away free content and entertainment is silly, and you're in the giving mood, why not become an official Nothinger and support the show? Members get early access to this episode as well as exclusive content. You can visit members.theallaboutnothing.com, or you can find a link on our webpage. You can also give us a one-time donation through the same link. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can call and leave us a message, 803-672-0533. You can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com, or you can join our Discord server, links found on our webpage. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. You all stay safe, be kind, and
keep your hands to yourself.
The All About Nothing podcast is a product of Big Media and produced and engineered by me, Barrett Gruber. Thanks to Cake for our intro music, Sick of You. You can follow Everything Cake, the band, at cakemusic.com. Thanks to Muff, the producer, for our outro music. You can follow Muff on Instagram at Muff the Producer. You can follow me across social media by visiting Linktree/Barrett Gruber. And you can follow Zach King on Linktree/AAN Zach. Want to support the show? Visit our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com, and become a member. There are several tiers available that give you early access to episodes as well as exclusive content. To find links to our social media, podcast platforms, and merchandise to support the show, as well as past episodes, visit theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can email theshow@theallaboutnothing.com, or you can call our number and leave a message. Dial 803-672-0533. If the time between these episodes is more than you can handle, check out our sister shows. What the Pod Was That with Carrie, Zach, and myself. Welcome to Wonderland with Ami. Politically Speaking with Erica, Kirsten, and Emily. And Black, White, and Blue in the South with Dr. Jameel Brooks and Bill Kimmler. Please subscribe and share this show. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and punch that notification bell. Thank you for listening, and hear us next week. The preceding podcast is a product of Big Media and copyright 2025, all rights reserved.